JIT-TV, just in time.
Sanibonani babuyela emakhaya and a very warm welcome to JIT-TV News, where we bring you nothing but politics, business, sports and entertainment all in one experience. Igama lami Andile Gugulethu, intombi yakwaCindi uMahlaba. Let's quickly take a look at your headlines for today. New RGM International Airport Terminal commissioning today. Zimbabwe and Iran signed 12 memorandum of understanding to strengthen bilateral relations. Hope for Dembare lifts as Rufaro nears to completion. Now, President Emmerson Mnangagwa will officially commission the Robert Mugabe International Airport Terminal today. The airport company of Zimbabwe has said government injected about $153 million into the construction of the facility, the third such undertaking following similar projects at Joshua Nkomo International Airport in Bulawayo and Victoria Falls International Airport. ACZ Chief Executive Officer Dawanda Kusha told Newsday Business that they were anticipating new airline to fly into the destination in the wake of the new wings commissioning. Recently, ACZ Board Chairperson Dev Nada revealed that the expansion project would see the airport handling at least 7 million passengers annually from about 1.3 million currently.
But this part of my statement I will make in English for the benefit of ambassadors who are here. In April 2018, I paid a state visit to the People's Republic of China. At the invitation of His Excellency, the President of the People's Republic of China, Comrade Xi Jinping. When I went there, I realized that China was one of the countries who stand and stood before independence with the revolution of this country. Therefore, I felt free to create a list of shopping so that China could support us in our endeavor to modernize and industrialize our country. When I gave this shopping list to my dear brother, His Excellency Xi Jinping, he said some of the things I want will be discussed between the ministers from Zimbabwe and the ministers from the People's Republic of China. But a few items he would make a political decision. There was no discussion on those items. One of the items he chose that there would be no discussion was this airport. He said, as President of the People's Republic of China, my dear brother, I grant you a concessional loan of $153 million to modernize your airport. There was no discussion. He went further and said, on the list there is the construction of a new parliament. My dear brother, I grant you $100 million as a grant. Go and build your parliament. And the parliament has been built. It is not only magnificent, but it is majestic. And it is complete. The third thing he said, looking at the list you have brought, I realize that you have inadequate deficit in energy. I grant you $1.3 billion to construct Wange 7 and 8. And today we have 600 megawatts of power as a result of that statement by President Xi Jinping. Then the fourth was a computer center at the University of Zimbabwe. Zvose izvozvo zviri zvina zvavandudza nyika yokwedu. Unonzi ushamwari wakadzama nenyika yeChina. Saka kana ndichiona ambassador weChina ndobva ndabona rudo rwatakapiwa nomutungamiriri weChina pane zvatiri kuona nhasi. Our new renovated and modern RG Mugabe International Airport matches any airport in Europe. Chiregira uone. Ukaenda iko zvino uchinovona zvavakwa hauchazivi kuti uri kwaSeke. Otofunga kuti uri mhiri kwamakungwa. Hallelujah! Tichivaka nyika yokwedu, madiro edu tichitsikigwa neshamwari dzedu. Uku techida kuti avo vakatipa zvirango vasode.
Now, Zimbabwe and Iran have signed a 12th Memorandum of Understanding to strengthen bilateral relations as the Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi concluded his three-state African tour. Raisi, who visited Kenya and Uganda earlier this week, met Zimbabwean President Emmerson Mnangagwa in Harare on Thursday. Reuters reported that the memorandums of understanding include plans to establish a tractor factory in Zimbabwe in partnership between an Iranian company and a local partner. The two countries also signed cooperation agreements in energy, agriculture, telecommunications, research, science and technology. Raisi said that his country will work hard to consolidate economic relations with Zimbabwe, referring to the U.S. sanctions imposed on the two countries. On Saturday, the Iranian Foreign Ministry said trade volume with Africa would increase to over $2 billion this year without providing a figure for 2022.
We, the victims of Western sanctions, are talking to each other. The authors of these sanctions would not want us to talk to each other, but because we are both victims, it is critically important that we show them that we are united. We have signed a record of 12 MOUs. I have no doubt, and I assure you, my dear brother, that on our side in Zimbabwe, we shall religiously follow up these MOUs.
JIT-TVzw, just in time.
Building the brand. This is where you have to be to get where you want to be. Exploring companies and businesses that are thriving and leading is what we are all about. I am Mazimpofu, your host, that will be bringing to you big cooperatives and relevant people that will be sharing with you their journeys of successes, failures, and lessons learned in their businesses. From humble beginnings to global success. Catch me, Mazimpofu, on Building the Brand.
JIT-TVzw, just in time.
Let's quickly take a look now at the African news for today. Now, aid is running out to assist millions of internally displaced people in Sudan. According to the UN, the conflict-opposing government forces to paramilitary group RSF has led to displacement of nearly 3 million people. A former girls' school in central Sudan houses around 1,000 refugees. The conflict in Sudan has killed around 3,000 people, and UN has warned of possible crimes against humanity in the western region of Darfur on Wednesday. The UK announced the sanctions on businesses it said were associated with the Sudanese military groups on sides of the conflict. And now on to the international news for today. Now, the highest-ranking U.S. military officer on Friday encouraged Japan's commitment to doubling its defense spending over the next 5 years, calling Tokyo's controversial push for a stronger military crucial to confront rising threats from North Korea and China. Mark Milley, the chairperson of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, mentioned Japan's needs for improvements in cruise missile defense, early warning missile systems, and air capabilities, all of which would help the United States as it looks to counter North Korea's push. Milley also spoke of the need to speed up the U.S. military assistance to Taiwan, mentioning the island's need for better air defense, mines, and air-to-air and off-to-sharp capabilities.
We will equip this new formation with advanced intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance, as well as anti-ship and transportation capabilities that are relevant to the current and future threat environments. These posture updates adhere to the basic tenets of the 2012 realignment plan, and they will strengthen our alliance's ability to maintain regional peace and stability.
Now, the Gold Mafia documentary became televised on the Al Jazeera channel.
Nonsensical documentary, a racist propaganda tool.
They have a right to sell their gold anywhere. In fact, I encourage Mnangagwa bust the sanctions.
The government of Zimbabwe is incurring no risk, but it receives the tax.
Please wake up to the reality and the real scam that's taking place here.
Nothing but the best interesting stories and the hottest ones on The Alternative View.
The revolution shall be televised.
Let's quickly get down now to the business side of news for today. Now, the Mbuti interchange is now 43% complete as the construction of a 36-kilometer dual carriageway along the Harare-Mazvingo Bait Bridge Highway from Charter Grade to Harare City Center is now at an advanced stage, with 15 kilometers of a dialyzed road now already open to traffic. This is part of Harare-Mazvingo Bait Bridge Highway reconstruction, in which about 450 kilometers of rebuilt and upgraded highway, including stretches of a dual carriageway at critical choke points, is already open to traffic, leaving just 110 kilometers still being worked on. Now, the Industrial Development Corporation of Zimbabwe, IDBZ, has increased the size of its revolving credit facility from $24 million since it began its lending role in 2019 to over $2.2 billion. Industry and Commons Minister Dr. Sekai Nzenza has said. Funding extended to various companies in various sectors of the economy under the facility resulted in the creation of 2,000 new jobs while preserving 7,000 existing ones. The funding is strictly for firms in the manufacturing sector and those in value addition and beneficiation of local raw materials.
Welcome to Zambezi River Lodge, Victoria Falls. Nestled on the banks of the mighty Zambezi River, right on the edge of the national park, Zambezi occupies the most unique and finest spot with the tranquility and seclusion every traveler seeks. Each of its well-appointed rooms is either garden or river facing, allowing you to soak in the serenity of the environment. The award-winning restaurant Amlonga offers delectable cuisine, which includes our famous high teas. To explore Victoria Falls from this fine location, Book any of our packages now. Our Zambezi River Lodge. Relax, refresh, replenish.
And now on to your JIT-TV weather focus. And on your sports news for today. Now, Harare Giants Dynamos could return to their favorite Rufaro hunting ground by the end of the month should Harare City Council meet their timelines in the renovations currently taking place at the venue. The stadium has been closed for the past 4 years after it was condemned by both CAF and local stadium inspectors as unfit to host top-flight football matches. But authoritative sources yesterday gave an encouragement update on the refurbishments after 4 months of investment by the local council. And lastly, on your entertainment side of news, of course, it is a Friday. Now, boxing promoter Floyd Mayweather Jr. has touched down at Robert Mugabe International Airport in his private jet. The visit is part of his motherland tour of Africa that starts in Harare on 13 July and 14 and concludes in Johannesburg. He was welcomed by ZANU-PF aspiring MD for Maguvu constituency, Scott Sakumabuanya, and businessman Mike Chimombe. As part of his visit to Zimbabwe, he will spend the better part of Thursday in Maguvu showcasing some of his boxing drills. And that is all from me to you. A huge thank you for joining me today. As always, kindly please comment and follow us on all our social media platforms at Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, or rather you can go to our website at www.JIT-TVzw. Signing out, it is Andile Gugule Tsintombi Yakwacindu Mahlaba. Have yourselves an amazing weekend.
JIT-TV, just in time.
There are not so many places where mice excellence has been achieved. Meeting in Zimbabwe is the best business decision you will ever make. Our adherence to COVID-19 safety protocols is second to none, coupled with the warm and hospitable nature of the people of Zimbabwe. Our conference facilities sit on marvelous backdrops which will offer a splendid experience that will leave a lasting impression on you and your delegates. The magic of Zimbabwe can be felt in every breath, bite and beat. Stadiums and exhibition centers are known for their international appeal and world-class standards. The high-end technology will surely enhance your experience of the exhibition, festival or concert. Motivate your team by treating them to a trip of a lifetime through our crafted itineraries. Should they have love for adrenaline-packed activities or calm and relaxed excursions, the enchantment will last a lifetime of memories. Mingle and engage with locals and enjoy our diverse culture and warm hospitality. Our mice drivers are ready to welcome you to Zimbabwe and exceed your expectations.
The revolution shall be televised. JIT-TV, just in time.